Two famous VPNs, CyberGhost and IPVanish, go head-to-head. Which one really delivers? On the left, CyberGhost, privacy first, loaded with servers across the globe. On the right, IPVanish, feature-rich, fast, and built for power users. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might not be what you expect. Okay, let's lay out the battlefield. Here's what I'm comparing. Price, security and privacy, speed, streaming and torrenting, server network, ease of use and apps, features, and customer support. We'll hit each of these one by one, so you see exactly how CyberGhost and IPVanish stack up in every area. All right, starting with price, because let's be honest, it matters. So, CyberGhost, it's actually one of the cheapest out there. If you go for their long-term plan, you're looking at like $2.19 a month. Plus, they always seem to be running some deep, kind of wild discounts. Oh, and get this, there's a 45-day money-back guarantee. But if you're just buying monthly, it's like $12.99. Not great. Now, jump over to IPVanish. Their annual offer is pretty decent, $3.25 per month when it's on sale. But the money-back thing? Only 30 days. And, like CyberGhost, their monthly is also sitting at that same $12.99 mark. But there's generally less discount on their long-term plans compared to CyberGhost. Honestly, in this round, CyberGhost is the wallet-friendly winner. Security and privacy. This is where stuff gets juicy. So, CyberGhost first. You get, like, all the essentials. 256-bit AES encryption, RAM-only servers, which, if you're a privacy nerd, you know is a huge deal because your data is wiped after every reboot. Plus, no logs, and they had a Deloitte audit in 2022. Also, based in Romania. That's outside those Snoopy surveillance alliances, which is, yeah, pretty awesome. But it's worth mentioning, they use SHA 256 for authentication, which is a little less robust than what IPVanish does. So, IPVanish time. They also do the AES 256-bit thing, and their authentication is next level, SHA 512. It's basically harder to crack. They had an audit too. Leviathan Security did theirs. Their sessions get wiped, so your data's not lying around. But, and it's kind of a big but, they're in the US, which is part of those big Five Eyes alliances. Also, their servers aren't RAM only. Pros and cons, right? Honestly, this round, it's a tie. All right. Let's talk about speed. Everyone wants a VPN that doesn't make your Netflix buffer every 5 seconds, right? So, CyberGhost, whoa, average speeds up to 296 mbits per second. That is seriously quick. Streaming, downloading, just everyday browsing. Super consistent. IPVanish, not far behind. It's fast, it's responsive, but in recent tests, it just runs a bit slower versus CyberGhost. Like, you probably won't notice unless you're doing side-by-side speed tests, but still, CyberGhost takes this one for raw speed. Oh, and quick fun fact, did you know CyberGhost is based in Romania? That's actually a big privacy win, since Romania isn't part of any global surveillance alliances. It's like an under-the-radar privacy superhero spot. Streaming and torrenting, because if we're real, a lot of VPN use is about dodging those annoying region blocks. CyberGhost is really built for this. There are dedicated servers for Netflix, Disney+, Prime, you name it, labeled right in the app so you're not guessing. Torrenting? Totally allowed. That said, sometimes some servers can be meh, like a little inconsistent. Flip to IPVanish and you get great unblocking too. Netflix and basically all the big names, plus awesome P2P and torrenting support. But, small gripe, no labeled streaming servers. So there's a little bit of trial and error. Bottom line though, they both kill it here. This round, tie. Now, server network. This might sound geeky, but it's key. CyberGhost, their numbers are wild. Over 11,000 servers, 100 countries. That's like wherever you want to pop up on the map, you probably can. Optimized for all kinds of stuff, so you're not just picking at random. IPVanish isn't bad. More than 2,200 servers in over 75 places. And the cool bit is that they actually own all their hardware. No sketchy third parties running your data, but there's just nowhere near the same global coverage as CyberGhost. Pretty obvious who wins here. CyberGhost by a landslide. All right, time for ease of use and apps. Because, come on, who wants to fight with a clunky app? CyberGhost keeps it simple across all the platforms, with custom profiles for streaming or torrenting or just browsing. Although, if you want to get into advanced settings, navigating can take some extra clicks. Now, Here's where IPVanish actually shines. Their apps are just slick. One click and you're connected, auto setup, and this is wild, you get unlimited device connections. No counting logins, no weird limits for your family or roommates, just go nuts. If you're looking for stress-free VPN living, IPVanish is the champ here. Features, this is where things get kind of nerdy. So CyberGhost gives you quite a bit. Add-in tracker blocking, smart rules to connect automatically, split tunneling so you don't have to VPN your grocery list, but some features are limited to certain platforms. IPVanish really comes out swinging. Unlimited simultaneous connections, again, SOC 5 proxy for sneaky torrenting, VPN traffic obfuscation. Only real kicker, no built-in ad blocker. Still, the mix is just more exciting with IPVanish. So yeah, IPVanish wins here. Customer support, nobody thinks about it until they need it. CyberGhost does the basics well. 24/7 live chat, and the agents know their stuff. But man, if you have to send an email, be prepared to wait. IPVanish, on the other hand, is like next level responsive. Live chat, big help center, fast answers. If you want quick help, IPVanish is absolutely it for support. Let's throw both VPNs onto our scoreboard. As you can see, CyberGhost snags wins for price, privacy jurisdiction, speed, and server spread. IPVanish takes points for features, apps, and customer support, plus ties in some major categories. Pretty interesting balance, right? So, if you're the type that wants max features and unlimited devices, maybe you've got like a whole techie family or a ton of gadgets, IPVanish feels made for you. But if your heart's set on privacy, killer pricing, and a monster server network, especially for streaming, CyberGhost is where it's at. Personally, I love that each one nails a different kind of user. Depends on your priorities, but there's no total letdown here.
All right, the real question. Which VPN would you actually trust with your privacy and streaming in 2025? If you're still not sure, just try both. There are money-back guarantees on both sides, so you can snag a discount, give it a real-world spin, and if it's not for you, get a refund. Click through for those deals and let me know which one wins for you.